special report.
The results are in tonight. President Obama is re-elected, and we have a new mayor in Portland. Plus, two issues in Washington: gay marriage, which is very close, and legalizing marijuana, which has passed. We have a team of reporters tonight following the biggest local races and measures. Welcome, everyone, to Coin Local 6 at 11. I'm Kelly Day.
And I'm Jeff Giannoli. You just saw President Obama's acceptance speech and to his victory party in Chicago.
Now, there were three races that we're following very closely tonight. First of all, let's get right to the numbers for President. Barack Obama, once again, a second term tonight with 303 electoral votes.
In the race for mayor of Portland, the expected outcome: Charlie Hales easily defeats Jefferson Smith. And Washington's same-sex marriage referendum, that passes tonight. Coin Local 6 calling that race. And the initiative decriminalizing marijuana, too close to call right now. You can see the results for the major races and ballot measures update. And actually, marijuana, we have called marijuana. Gay marriage is too close to call right now.
Now, in the race for the White House, let's get right to it. Let's take a live look at President Obama's election night headquarters. The celebration is still underway there as President Obama is elected to that second term. His victories tonight in Ohio, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin blocked Mitt Romney from getting enough electoral votes to win.
It moves forward because you reaffirmed the spirit that has triumphed over war and depression, the spirit that has lifted this country from the depths of despair to the great heights of hope, the belief that while each of us will pursue our own individual dreams, we are an American family and we rise or fall together as one nation and as one people.
Now, Mitt Romney was with his family as he watched those results come in tonight. He gave his concession speech congratulating President Obama on his victory just about an hour ago.
This is a time of great challenges for America, and I pray that the president will be successful in guiding our nation.
President Obama is telling his supporters tonight that they deserve the credit for his re-election victory.
And now the local races. In the big race here in Portland, the race to replace Mayor Sam Adams.
That campaign started with a close contest between Charlie Hales and Jefferson Smith, but Hales pulled ahead tonight to win with 67% of the vote. Coin Local 6 reporter Lisa Balick is live at the Hales election party now in southeast Portland. Lisa?
Kelly, I am with Mayor-elect Charlie Hales. How does that sound to you?
Wow, a little strange and a little wonderful.
What surprised you tonight?
The big win. We were working really hard right up to the last hours to try to win this race, and to have it come home with that kind of strong mandate makes me feel very good.
When you spoke tonight in your victory speech, you talked about wanting to minimize the drama at City Hall. What do you mean by that?
There's been a little bit too much intramural infighting in City Hall. Now, we should never always agree, but we should conduct ourselves as adults, try to get to yes, and move things forward, get things done. And that's the spirit that I really want to bring to the building.
In the first couple of months in office, is there one thing you could say tangibly that people will see a change?
I think people will see a shift in the direction of the police bureau, really towards community policing and de-escalation and peacekeeping, and away from the polarized relationship that we really have now with too many people in the community.
You've got a challenge ahead, though, because the Police and Firefighters Union had endorsed your opponent early on. Can you make peace with them? Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to working with our police officers and our firefighters and everybody else that does the work of the city. And I'm going to try really hard to be mayor of the whole city, not just those who supported me.
Anything fun you do in the next couple of days besides sleep in?
Sleeping in sounds pretty good. I've got family in town from elsewhere in the country. We're going to spend some time together, and that's going to be great.
Super. Thanks again. Congratulations, Charlie Hales, Mayor-elect of the City of Portland. Reporting for you live in southeast Portland, Balick, Coin Local 6.
All right, great job tonight out there, Lisa. Thank you. Some more election results now. Let's get right to the Secretary of State. Kate Brown is the winner tonight, 51% over Newt Bueller's 44%. Now to the Portland City Commission, and Amanda Fritz holds on to her position tonight over her challenger, Mary Nolan. Clackamas County Commission now, John Ludlow right now is 52% over Charlotte Lehan's 48%. And finally tonight, the Washington governor's race. Now, it is too close to call right now between Jay Inslee and Rob McKenna, but we will keep you posted on that. It could be days before we know who's winning, even though Jay Inslee tonight is ahead.
Yeah, look at those close numbers. Here's the one the nation is watching. Washington Marijuana Initiative. It passes tonight. Once again, Washington Marijuana Initiative passes. We'll be talking a lot more about that. Then the same-sex marriage referendum, very, very close in Washington. Right now, it is passing, but a little too close to call. Our reporter, Carl Harlan, has been following the Washington initiatives. He joins us now from Clark County. Cor, let's talk about the same-sex marriage right now. What are supporters saying? It's that close tonight.
Well, as the cheers went up for President Obama's re-election tonight, there were some cheers from same-sex marriage folks out there as well tonight, but it was subdued knowing that they may have to wait a couple of more days for the final outcome. Referendum 74, the same-sex marriage before voters tonight, is narrowly ahead, Jeff, and that, keep in mind, up here in Washington State, these ballots be postmarked today, so there'll be ballots coming in here for the next several days, but they are cautiously optimistic tonight. Supporters watched tonight what was an exhilarating night for the Democratic Party in downtown Vancouver. Of course, they watched the state of Ohio put the president over the top. Yet for, as I say, a lot of same-sex marriage supporters, it may be Friday before this is finalized. Despite another day or another day or two of waiting for same-sex couples, they're confident that Washington's measure will pass. And for one same-sex couple in tonight's crowd, it's a victory worth waiting for.
The early results coming from the east side of the country, it's been pretty amazing. Hearing all of the states so far have been going in our direction. So the hope is that Washington, we will fall in line with everyone else, and hopefully across the board everyone will win. That would be really amazing.
So in addition to the being on the ballot here in Washington, Maine and Maryland have also passed same-sex marriage bills tonight. The hope is here among same-sex supporters that that can work as well. On to marijuana now, where Oregon's measure appears to be going down to failure, while Colorado's measure and Washington's measure appear to be passing tonight. You mentioned Washington with a comfortable 11-point lead at this hour. And again, that is with those mail ballots. The ballots still in the mail to be collected during the next several days. But that seems almost an insurmountable measure. Legalized marijuana in the state of Washington, taxed and regulated, appears to be heading to be the law of the land here in Washington State. They kept a very low profile in terms of their campaign here in Clark County, most of it centered in Seattle. But same-sex marriage, legalized marijuana in Washington, both tonight gaining a majority of support. Same-sex marriage, so Jeff and Kelly, as you mentioned, a little bit less affirmative in the vote there. But we'll see here in the coming days. Jeff and Kelly?